Hey babies, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Terry Mack, and in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys 5 tips that I highly recommend before applying to a bikini stand. So if you guys want to know what those tips are, definitely stay tuned. I have my phone here to help keep me on track. And really quick too, if my voice keeps on going in and out, it's because I was working in a double the last couple of days. So it might sound raspy one moment, it might squeal, I don't know, but I'm going to get some tea after this, definitely. But tip number 1 is getting your shit together. So if you're working another job, or if you need to get childcare, or you're going to school, just knowing what days you can work. And one thing that I found that worked for me is having a set schedule. So if you can do that with your life and your other priorities and stuff like that, that's going to save not only you but other people a lot of times. So for instance, for me, Monday through Friday I work a corporate job, and then I also have a daughter too as well. Weekends are the best days for me. I'm only scheduled to work on weekends because I don't have anything really going on that day, okay? So, or those days. So just knowing your schedule and trying to have a set. Also too, getting your shit together is having transportation. So if you don't have a car right now and you depend on other people, I highly just recommend for you guys to wait until you have reliable transportation, aka your own whip. Just because there's so many scenarios that can happen where, for instance, well, my boyfriend's gonna take me to work. Well, what if you guys are in an argument or you guys break up? Then you're gonna depend on Uber, and that it's just a whole entire mess. So I just recommend just making sure you have reliable transportation, aka having your own whip or whatever. But if you can make it work, you can make it work. You want to make sure you have outfits ready too as well, because it would really suck if you got hired on the spot and they're like, hey, we want to go ahead and throw you on to tomorrow's shift. And you're like, I don't really have outfits, or you're scrambling last minute, this and that, whoop-de-whoop. So just getting your shit together as far as your availability, transportation, and maybe even just outfits, just in case you get hired on the spot and they want to throw you on the schedule right away. Okay, so tip number 2 is getting your food handler's card. Now, I know some coffee stands don't really require it. I know, crazy, right? But some just don't follow by the rules. But I'm here to tell you guys, just go ahead and get it. It's only $10. You can do it online, and it's super quick. But if this is your first time in the food industry, I really do recommend you guys to really go through the course and understand it too as well. I've been in the food industry for so long that I can skim through it. I know the temperatures, I know what to do, I know what food poisoning is. But if you have not been in the industry before, just go ahead and go through it. It's good to know because you can take this knowledge with you to a different location, to a restaurant, whatever. So tip number 2 is getting your food handler's card. No matter what the company says, you always want to have it. You always want to cover your ass, if anything. Tip number 3 is learn how to make coffee. So it's really crazy to me how people are like, I don't know how to make this, and this. Like, you want to be in the industry and you didn't even research how to make a cup of coffee. Research it, you guys. There's so much information all over the internet. YouTube, Pinterest, Google, Instagram, you know what I mean? So learning the menu, learning the cup sizes, learning how to make Americano, a mocha, protein shakes, fruit smoothies, Italian sodas, special Red Bull drinks. There's so much on the menu, and I'm not saying that you need to know everything, but it's just knowing the basics, like how to make a shot, what goes in Americano, what goes into a latte, a mocha, and then it starts adding up, you know what I mean? But just learn the basics, learn the menu, learn the cup sizes, how many shots go in a cup, how many pumps of flavoring go in the cup too as well. If you guys don't know it, there's also classes. So I live in Washington State. It may be a little bit different now with COVID going on, but I'm pretty sure there's barista classes around in your area. And once again, you can always take this knowledge anywhere you go, to a restaurant, to a bar, to another coffee stand. So if you want to know how to make coffee, definitely do your homework, do your research. But learning how to make coffee while you're applying to a job, it's not really gonna do you any good, because honestly, this is such a competitive business where people are hiring people that has experience. So if you have the time, definitely at least learn the menu, the cup sizes, what goes in a drink. And if you don't have the money or the funds to take classes or training, shit, like I said, learn the drink and fake it until you make it. Because honey, I'm telling you, it's very competitive, and these people want girls that are reliable. meaning that they have, you know, reliable transportation, availability, whoop-de-whoop, and also experience too as well. So if you gotta fake it until you make it, you better fake it good. That's all I'm saying. So tip number 4 that I have is researching and networking. So as far as researching, just looking at the coffee stand, seeing where they're located, the hours, the type of girls that they hire. Does it seem like it'd be a good fit for you? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you want to see yourself as a prize. Like, hey, where am I going to work at? You know what I mean? Who deserves to have my time? Because you're here to make money and you just want to go to any coffee stand that's willing to hire you. Start high and then maybe start low. That's just my opinion, because why not start high and work for like the busiest stand, good reputation, you know, the girls are nice, opposed to starting low because you're like, you know, I am kind of new, or I don't really look that great, so I'm gonna start here and see what I can do. Yeah, you can definitely do that and create a clientele for you. It might take a while, it might be a little bit harder, or you can start high by doing your research, seeing which coffee stand has the best reputation, long-term girls working there. You don't see girls always, you know, quitting or getting fired or whatever, you know what I mean? As far as networking, just pretty much just reaching out to other girls that work at the coffee stand or that works in the industry, because they can go ahead and give you so much information as far as who's hiring, who to stay away from, what to expect, and the whole entire 9 yards. A lot of my girlfriends are in the industry and we're always empowering each other each and every single day, because this industry can be cutthroat, which leads on to tip number 5. You definitely have to be mentally prepared for this. This industry is so competitive, it's so cutthroat, and let alone you're wearing your lingerie, okay? You're pretty much half naked serving men coffee, so, and we PMS once in a while, so it can be an emotional roller coaster ride is what I'm saying. One day you could make so much money in tips, you could be so busy, have the highest sales, and then the very next day be super slow, no one's seeing you, and you could take it very personal, you know, like, is it me? What did I do? I mean, what's going on? Or maybe like you have a customer that, you know, drives up like, oh, you know, I thought, you know, Sarah's working today. Oh, she's not working today. Okay, bye. And you're like, oh, well, I am. You don't want me to make you a cup of coffee? You definitely want to be mentally prepared and strong to know that this is a roller coaster ride. You're gonna have your good days, you're gonna have your bad days, but your good days are definitely gonna outweigh the bad days. You know what I mean? And another tip too, a bonus tip I guess you can say, is keep to yourself once you get hired. And maybe I'll do a video of maybe 5 tips, that's 10. 5 tips that I recommend for you guys after getting hired at a bikini stand. But honestly, you guys, you know, if you guys want to go ahead and work for the industry, become a bikini barista, go for it. But I feel like if you guys do these tips before applying to any coffee stand, it's going to make you look good, it's going to make your life easier, their life easier, and they're like, hey, this girl has reliable transportation. This is when she can work, so I can put her on the schedule. And these days, she's ready to work because she has her food handlers, you know what I mean? She has outfits, the whole 9 yards. You guys get the point. So pretty much before applying, you just want to make sure that you're ready to work that day or the next day. Otherwise, it's going to just take forever, and, you know, just, you want to make your life easy. So hopefully these tips helped you guys out. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys have any more questions or concerns, leave a comment down below and I'll make sure to respond to you guys. And yeah, so don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.